know Big does all the technical stuff. Is it gonna go through?
I'm just trying to make sure the fans are coming through. Wait, can I talk for 1 sec? Alright, we're doing this in the heat.
Yeah, we can. It's the hot boys.
I'm
a hot boy.
What about Joe saying, like, wouldn't it be cool to call our fans the snags or something?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Snag out.
Snag out.
Snag party.
Snags. What's happening, Snags?
Well, what's happening, Snags? We out for a Snags night?
That works.
I like it a lot.
Snags. So what we were just talking about, how much for butt?
How much for butt play?
How much would it take for you to get smashed in the butt?
Yeah.
In the booty hole? How much would it take for you to get smashed?
I think butt play is just getting more and more normal for like the average man though. Because why is there a G spot there?
That's only come about recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, and there's this whole debate of like, well, if homosexuality is so abnormal, why did God create the G spot there? So God probably knew. Yeah. Like, this is meant to happen.
Maybe God's just, like, funny.
Imagine God's like some 15-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to make everyone gay.
God's a homosexual closet guy. He's in the closet and he's like, I'm the only one that's not gay.
That's like the first thing in history was making fun of being gay. That's like the first thing ever before people. It was like, yeah, it's gay. It would be hilarious if everyone's gay.
And first, there was funny for being gay.
And then there was a man, and you like literally see like historians and Neil deGrasse Tyson and everyone like, yeah, no, it's true.
It's true.
It was
the Big Bang. The Big Bang was actually just
God laughing at like a gay orgy, and that's how it started.
What was there before nothing? God laughing at a gay orgy. Well, I imagine.
And then it starts. It's like, okay, let's do this thing. okay, let's start humanity.
Oh, you know what else? Yeah, Christians hate gay people, don't they?
Yeah.
So that's in line with God being like a closeted homosexual and like hating everyone for being gay. Because then there's the devil, who I imagine is just bisexual and just like loves everyone, just wants to make love to everyone.
Yeah, he's just like flaunting it. He's just like completely camp.
He's like, hey God. No, God's like, oh, hey Satan. And Satan's like, what's happening,
hey,
God? And he's just got like his arm around a beautiful woman and his arm around a beautiful man. And it's just like Adam and Eve. And
hey,
he's just
God.
like, yeah, he's just like the
what's
snake.
Up?
He's just like the snake trying to have sex with Adam and Eve. God's just like, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. But why is he?
But God's making fun of it though. God's like...
Yeah, I think that he's making fun of it because he wants it.
Yeah, because Satan's actually cool. And that's why God hates Satan so much, because he can't make fun of him. Because he's like, Satan, you're gay. He's like, yeah, I know, I am. And he owns it.
Is God like the stereotypical old generation? Satan's like the stereotypical new generation.
Oh. And is that always going to keep happening?
Do you see what I'm saying there? But
you're talking about like the new generation of being more Satanist, and the older generation and more traditional,
exactly,
kind of godly.
And yeah, you have to do this X, Y, Z. Whereas kids are like bumbling, they mess up, but they like learn through that.
Interesting. So being kind of young and youthful is being like satanic.
Yeah, because you're giving into temptation. Old people don't even have the physical capacity to give into temptation.
Yeah, because they can't get their bird hard.
Yeah.
Because
they're too suppressed from being gay their whole life.
That's why old men hang at golf clubs, because it's the closest thing they'll get to being around a bunch of men getting kind of sweaty together.
They're holding poles and smacking balls.
Smacking balls.
Yeah, and then
into holes. They're filling holes with balls.
So that's secretly what they want to do. That's what I secretly think the butthole is for. It's just for the balls. Why else would women have buttholes? It's just for the balls, isn't it?
And you find out, yeah, that's the actual use for it.
Why not?
Gosh. It's interesting.
Wait, I just got a text.
Oh, yeah. Is this thing still rolling?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still looking good.
Sick.
But yeah, how old is...
Oh, wait, let me
being traditional. Yeah.
You want to say, you have anything to say to him?
Oh, so I've got a text. Okay, he's going through his notes now. He's like comedy bits. Okay, scrolling down. He's scrolling quite fast. But man, yeah, we've just turned the fan off and it is hot in here.
I'm sweating.
Woo-wee!
Oh my god, I'm sweating like God at a gay club.
He's like, I don't want to like it. I don't want to enjoy this. Man, I'm sick of being hot. Sick of being in Australia and it's always hot. Thighs are getting all wet.
Dude, I enjoy the humidity.
You enjoy humidity?
I don't hate on it. No.
Really?
Yeah, because I kind of like, I like, everyone gets like flushed in the cheeks and stuff, and it makes them look aroused. Oh. So that's why I like it.
Oh,
everyone looks aroused.
Yeah.
And like people just saying you got sweaty thighs, like that's...
It's hot, dude.
That's not, yeah, you know?
I guess if everyone's kind of got the red cheeks, they look more youthful. I think that's a big thing.
Why have you got a team member purchase sticker on your bottle?
Oh, what is it? What does team member purchase mean?
From Woolies, that means like they call it a check seal. So if someone that works in the store has purchased that,
yeah,
they'll then put that sticker on there. So that, someone else in the manager will put that sticker on their thing, so they know they're not stealing it.
Oh, so someone in the team was like, I'm going to take this Aqualove water bottle later.
No, they've already bought it.
Oh, they already bought it?
Yes.
So I took it from them?
Yes.
So they're going to go home thirsty tonight?
How did you get the sticker on there?
I don't know. I literally just saw it on the shelf.
Was it opened?
Imagine if it...
That's what I'm thinking. You might have just picked up someone else's bottle.
Why would they put it on the shelf? Oh, it seemed...
In the fridge to keep it cold or something.
No, it was on the rack.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless they made a mistake. Do you think they would?
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like that. Yeah. No, how much would it take to get smashed in the booty hole?
How much would it take?
I'm going to go 10k. Straight up. That could like set me up to get smashed in the booty hole if it was a gentle lover.
And they have to finish inside. That's the thing. You have to think about like the logistics when you're actually playing it through. Like they're going to finish inside of you.
I mean...
Is it protected or unprotected?
Probably if it was protected would be worse.
You think?
Yeah, it'd be like dry and...
I think you could still like lube it up.
Well, I mean...
Yeah. That's the thing. You're getting lubed up both ways. One's more natural. You're like feeling... It's like quite more passionate, I guess.
With that?
I think both. It's a pretty intimate thing. Do you know what I mean?
You go, it's more passionate.
And
I go, what? With? And you go, well, either way is more passionate than what? Than not getting smashed in the butt. Than having sex with a man. Having sex with a man is so much more sexual than having sex with a woman.
That's just anything. Being with a man is like you embracing your fellow. Do you know what I mean? Like it's way more intense. It's like the deepest core of being an animal.
Getting smashed in the booty hole.
Yeah. Because I guess you're feeling it. You're becoming the woman. So you'd say 10k.
Well, you're not becoming the woman per se. Because...
You're getting impregnated. That's the thing. You're technically getting impregnated by another man.
You're getting bred. I would say.
Do you want to breed tonight? Hey girl, do you want to come breed? Hey girl, do you want to come breed tonight?
Have you been on our breed?
What's our breed? Oh no.
On Reddit, yeah, it's like a kink.
What? Breed?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what that would be.
It's like all these dudes asking for like naked pictures of pregnant women.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a weird kink.
Breed. Yeah. I remember watching...
What's that all about?
I remember watching 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
And Alan was always into... You know Alan, the brother? On 2.5 Men?
I think so. He's that kind of old-fashioned looking guy. Looks like he's from the 1920s.
He looks like a ventriloquist dummy or something.
Yes. Yeah. I know him.
He likes pregnant women because when he was with his wife was at her most...
Because I have threesomes all the time. You know what I mean? Blow.
Because it was... His wife was like really horny when she was pregnant.
Oh.
So that's why he liked it.
Interesting.
But I don't really know...
That's also the closest you can actually come to legally having sex with a child.
In this country.
I guess in general. Oh, actually, yeah, in this country. Yeah. You could... I could go to the Philippines and it would happen and I'll get rewarded for it. I'll get high fives. Do you know what I mean? You go over there, be with a 6-year-old and you're literally getting high fives. Like, go get her, bro. Go get her.
That's too much. That's too rich for my taste. That's too dark.
That's too dark for my taste, baby boy. So yeah, go get it, boy. Woo! But I guess this country.
Yeah.
That's as close as you can get.
Yeah.
We've darked him out. I mean, he's been blacked out.
An 80-kilo 6-year-old.
What were we saying? It was like, how we get into that kink? Oh yeah, our breed.
Because we're talking about like you're getting. Oh, would it make a difference? I reckon no condom, but pull out. That's the optimum. That's my optimum.
That's what happens.
That's what I'd
you
That's my ultimate fantasy.
Let's just say that's how it was in my dream last night.
If I was getting paid for booty hole,
yeah,
then it'd be 10K, it'd be bareback, it'd be pull out.
No.
Well, that's me.
No.
How are you saying no? That's my opinion.
That's not part of the deal.
What's the deal?
They have to finish inside of you.
Oh, well,
wouldn't that be?
Well, I'd probably go like 10K and $50 then.
Yeah, $50 extra. Come on.
It's a dry cleaning fee. I don't know. You could probably just do shit out afterwards. You know, like.
I guess, and the thing is, it would be inside of you, right? As long as they don't have any STDs, you're fine. I think.
What?
Yeah.
Having jizz in your booty hole.
Yeah. Being creamed up, getting cream pied as a man.
Imagine like taking a dookie after that and like looking in the bowl.
When it just looks like sticky date pudding or something like that. Like white chocolate sauce.
It looks like hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
From McDonald's.
Looks like Mario Balotelli. He's an African French soccer player with blonde hair.
It looks like turd with jizz in it. And then imagine being so traumatized that you get to flush and like your roommate walks in after you.
He's like, yo, someone Mario Balotelli in the toilet bowl here.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, he's what? I think he's French. I think he's French or Spanish. But he's African soccer player with blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a Mario Balotelli to the toilet bowl. You know what I mean? Doing a Chris Breezy in 2012. Oh, man. Speaking of things in my eye, getting a little water in my eye up in here.
My girlfriend got a cat hair in her eye the other day. No, last night. And like I don't know anyone with cats except for her ex-boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she got like a cat hair.
Singer.
She got a cat hair in her eye.
Yeah.
and was like, I just got like this thing. Can you see it? Can you see it in my eye? And no, I can't see it. I was trying to look for it and whatever. And then today we went to the shop, and as we pulled up, she was just like looking at herself in the mirror, like the what do you call it? The sun visor mirror.
Yeah, the flip down mirror in the car.
She's looking at herself and she's like, oh, there it is. Whole night later, and like just pulled a cat hair out of her eye. I can't do that. Hey, like cat hair. I mean, like anything in my eye.
Eyelash in my eye. I have to stop what I'm doing.
That's right. Yeah.
I have to stop what I'm doing.
That bit is so funny.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that one. I don't even remember what it was really.
$1 million. Would you rather?
Oh yeah. Would you rather $100 million?
Oh no. Would you?
What was it?
Oh yeah. Would you get that? But then you have to have that.
You have to have an eyelash in your eye forever.
Yeah. Would you get $100 million?
Yeah, but you literally you have $100 million in the bank account, but for the rest of your life you have an eyelash in your eye. And that's like...
The funniest thing about it was just like how you keep going with it though. Like, no, but this.
Yeah.
Like you can pay your sister's mortgage, you can buy yourself a house, take your family on vacation.
My auntie's homeless right now. And I would actually be able to give her a really nice house and support her family. But I don't have an eyelash in my eye. Man, they're so annoying. I'll probably get one once a week. An eyelash in my eye.
How's this? I just realised, actually. You know how you said $100 million? We're talking get smashed in the booty hole.
Yeah.
I would rather get $10,000 than $100 million for doing anything outrageous. Because I want the opportunity to have fun and try and fail.
But an eyelash in your eye?
I'm not saying I want an eyelash in my eye.
I'm just saying, would you want $10,000? How much would you do it for? Would you do the eyelash thing? Would you have an eyelash in your eye for the rest of your life, but you get $10,000?
No, I think it'd bother me too much, and I think I can reach what I want to reach. But my point is, like, I would rather have an amount of money that could kickstart some kind of a career rather than just be set. Because I'm not a vacation person. Like, I don't really want to go and sit by the pool.
Oh, you don't want... I like that one. You don't want an amount of money that you could retire with.
No.
Because you feel if you had anything over like $5 million, you'd go retire right now and quit everything.
Yeah, and probably become like a drug addict or some shit. Probably. I think I'd buy a fuckload of guitars and just do heroin in my room.
Your girlfriend's like, he hasn't touched the guitars at all. So what you mean? He's like, that's a cat. You're rubbing it all over your eyes. I thought this what you wanted.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. Like,
and I think 10k is the number as well. 15's too much. 10k, I reckon I could get.
15k, I'm quitting everything. I'm going to Hawaii.
No, I mean I wouldn't just dip out like that.
Yeah.
And 10k isn't that much. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe I should be saying more, but like, that's enough for me to like have the money that I've got now and be comfortable, because that's what I am. But I just don't have that money that I can invest in those things that I want to invest in.
Yeah. You just need a little bit of a bump.
I don't need to buy new gear. I don't need to buy new rah-rah. It's just like those costs, like imagine like being able to hit the studio and do that, or have enough money to like be able to go and network at like a comedy place and buy people drinks and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I think 10k is a nice little amount.
You want enough to do probably for the next 6 months. Because I guess let's say, I'm curious, what would you do if you had like you invested in that GameStop or something and suddenly you made $8 million? What would you physically do?
With 8 million?
Yeah. No tax, 8 million cold hard cash in your bank account. That's the thing. Would you still kind of be having the same aspirations now? Or would everything change?
Well, I'm still as talented as I was.
Yeah.
And and that's what makes me happy. Not my talent, but my skill.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me respect myself too.
Yes.
So if I had that much money And this is what I think happens to people when they're born rich. They haven't earned that social status.
Oh, you haven't earned the money.
Exactly.
And that's always going to eat away at you.
Maybe not eat away at you, but you don't know the difference. Maybe not. Your level of self-respect could be completely different. Like, you could be raised to, like, be a very generous person. But,
that's true. But you haven't earned anything yourself at the end of the day, I guess. And I think that would still kind of be in the back of your head.
You and I have spoken about this before, but, right? You could become a drug addict and blah, blah, blah. You could have all these problems, even though you're rich.
Yeah.
But still, I think all you have to do is set a code of ethics in life and aim towards that. And just also, like, the biggest thing, I think it was like Stephen Hawking's
Stephen Crowder.
Who's that?
Oh, the right-wing correspondent.
Oh, okay.
I changed my mind.
Oh my god.
So Stephen Crowder.
Stephen Crowder said the key sign of intelligence.
It's being a white male.
Change my mind.
Change my mind.
Excellent premise. Change my mind. Excellent premise.
So funny.
Guy's a douchebag. Hard for me to watch. But anyway, Stephen Hawking said what humans should be and how we should measure intelligence is through people's ability to adapt to change.
Ooh.
And it's like, well,
we'll try telling that to the millions of autistic people who were like the most intelligent people on earth, but as soon as someone moves their TV 2 inches to the right, they go screaming, wanting to kill themselves.
Insane.
Yeah. But I guess if that's the case of measuring intelligence, then they're all written out. Everyone who's on the autism spectrum is probably going to be written out because they can't adapt to change.
Well, that's his opinion. That's what he defines it as.
Unless that was like a little jab, a dig at everyone else in his industry. He's like, you may all be smarter than me, but I measure intelligence on not being obsessed with trains. How obsessed someone is with trains.
Yeah.
And I couldn't care less about trains. So that's why I'm the most intelligent man I know.
Well, that's what, like, street smarts is what will get you places rather than being book smart, but then being so dumb that you can just have your... Because it's like...
I don't think that's right. I think book smart's always going to probably beat street smart. Especially in today's world. It's
like the story of, like, dude... So there's like the two dudes.
Yeah.
And there's the one who can, like, just read a room very well. They're not dedicated to sitting down and doing that
What's
work.
that joke you have about reading a room?
Oh.
No, to read a room. I think that was on an earlier episode. Anyway,
I can't read, but I can read a room. That's not my joke though. That's.
Oh, really?
That's like a meme or something.
Oh, really?
That's out
the
there.
Funniest thing. Anyway, yeah.
But where was I?
You have a guy who can read a room.
Oh yeah. You have that one guy who's like a hustler and can read a room, read a situation, blah 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 blah. And then the other person is really good at one thing.
Yeah.
So they can become really rich, specializing in becoming a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
But that other guy can be the guy that employs the rocket scientist, employs this guy, and pulls them all together. It's like a producer. Like, these people that are producers are bigger than the sum of their parts. And then the sum of their parts are made up of individual book smart people.
Yeah.
Like, an orchestra is a great example. And I'm not saying the guy that conducts an orchestra is street smart. But their job is to make everyone else do their job. Their one job. And then everyone else there has specialized in one instrument for their whole life. Even divided into like woodwind, and you have like 12 different instruments in that.
Yes, and I'm at this section or this one specific instrument.
You become a master of that.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. But I guess the thing is that there aren't any people who specialize in the woodwind anymore. I think everyone wants to be the conductor. And when you have a world full of conductors and no orchestra...
When you have a world full of conductors...
Yeah, that's what we're starting to kind of...
Is that a slight at autistic people? I could have worded that better.
But I guess like you read the Gary V generation of everyone's wanting to be a conductor. And this is new. Very, very new. Like, probably in the 60s, I didn't think you would have, like, a huge boom of entrepreneurs. Most people are just like, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do my instrument, and I'm going to be the best at that. But now I feel the average young person is like, I want a business. I'm here doing this. I'm here doing that. I'm hustle hard. I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But they're unemployed.
Yeah.
You have a whole bunch of, like, unemployed entrepreneurs. And that's the thing. It doesn't really mean as much as it did when it was kind of like a specialized thing. It was kind of like a niche thing.
Yeah.
When it becomes so mainstream, it's no longer no longer desirable. Because now you have probably 100 million, let's say 1 million conductors.
Yeah.
And like 20,000 people who know how to play an instrument. And that's the scary thing. I guess as time changes, as the world changes, like, you have to adapt. That's the thing. And when you do kind of see there's a big change and a shift of the paradigm of, like, more people are becoming entrepreneurs, it's now more vulnerable to get really good at code. That's you moving with the times. Because it's like there aren't as many people who are specialised in this. And it's like, hey, I know this inside and out. Here I am.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But the person that's doing the code, unless they're working for themselves, are working for a conductor.
Yeah, and they're not getting any punani.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the guy who's behind it all is going to be...
Oh, but they might be getting booty hole with all that code wage money.
Wait,
if there's anyone studying code out there that wants some fresh booty hole, 10k bareback Pullout. They're my stipulations.
Do you know what's crazy, right? You could probably go get that very easily.
I don't want
to. But, like, let's say if you go to Dubai and you get, like, one of these sheiks, one of these conductors, one of these billionaire sheiks. I know there are a lot of straight men who are kind of like straight, attractive men and models and stuff like that who go over there and sell themselves and usually come back with, like, a few 100,000. I think I have a friend who got offered 50k to go to Dubai for, like, a sheik.
What's a sheik?
Kind of like a high up position in Dubai in particular. Sheik. Where you're kind of like semi-royalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it has, like, I don't know what it is exactly. It has, like, ties to Islam, but most sheiks over there are kind of like royalty in Dubai, and usually are on average like a billionaires.
What is Dubai? Middle East?
Yeah, Middle East.
And
they've got all the world's money.
Dubai does?
Yeah, Dubai.
Because they've got the resources or something?
Yeah, because it's, like, extremely rich in, like, oil and all these, the biggest and most popular industries in the world.
Okay.
Or mainland China, I think they're also kind of rival Dubai when it comes to having these young playboy billionaires.
Yeah.
Who just, like, let's say you're a kid, like, your name's Al-Asid Sadiq.
Yeah.
And you're, like, some 12-year-old, your grandfather founded this oil rigging company or something 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's worth $60 billion.
Yeah, you're worth.
And you're technically worth, and you own, like, a hotel, and you kind of live in the penthouse. Yeah. And you just have probably $2.5 billion in your bank account.
Is that evil, or is that good to be like, let me smash you?
That's the thing. I think it comes with too much power, as you kind of want to control people. I feel they're not even necessarily, like, homosexuals. They're more about, they're doing it for the power dynamic. They want to have anything they want, because they can have any woman they want. Now let's move on to men. And you see that's what happens in Hollywood as well.
Is that what it is?
I feel it's more of a power dynamic.
Or are they just getting powerful enough to admit that they're gay? You have to be. You do have to be very powerful to admit that you're gay.
There are no poor gay people. You can't come out of the closet unless you have 10k in a savings account.
My plan's really beginning to show itself here, isn't it?
So as soon as you get that 10k, you'll be able to admit it.
Wait, Dubai is really rich and everything, and they're connected to Oman, next to Yemen.
Saudi Arabia, who are all impoverished.
Oh yeah, the wealth disparity is like.
Oh,
crazy.
it's a wealth disparity. Yeah. So it's not the actual countries.
No, but the countries are technically like I think Dubai is up there like one of the richest countries in the world, but the neighboring countries are like in poverty.
Shit. So it's got the largest disparity.
No. They've just got the most wealth. I think of any other country, Dubai in particular. I know, like the fact it is neighboring Yemen and probably Iran and stuff like that, who have absolutely nothing, is just bad luck. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't see like these Instagram influencers flocking to Yemen to go jet skiing and partying.
What about so?
I also think Dubai's paying Instagram influencers to go there and promote it.
Yeah, right.
That's huge. All over YouTube.
Vibes.
Yeah.
So your friend was like, no.
Yeah, no. He got paid, I think, like, or offered 50k from like a sheik. Be like, yeah, come over here.
Well, I'd be too scared. Even like you might just get.
Oh, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But that's what happens as well. Most like women from Eastern European countries go over there because they're like, okay, come over here and I'll give you like $1 million.
Well, it's like just Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's right. They go in there to get like peed on. That's the whole stereotype.
The sheiks get peed on.
No, the
women.
The women get peed on. It's like, oh yeah, go to Dubai, get peed on, come back with a few $100,000.
Right.
How would you get peed on for? By like a rich sheik? Because there's a whole bunch of asparagus. And the whole goal of this is to kind of humiliate you. There is like a humiliation fetish.
I mean, like... Yeah, true. When you bring into it the whole mental side and everything like that, like I'm just not about that. I'll just steer clear of evil in that way.
Because I think that you'll be confronting evil. Because this is a guy who wants you to feel bad and he gets off.
I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't want that amount of. Oh, but then again, they're gay, so they can't be evil. I would just steer clear. I wouldn't need that. No matter what the money was.
Oh, right, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't kind of be like at the tail end of like a humiliation sadist or something like that.
Nah, they just have to be rich and just like want my booty hole so bad.
And they want you.
But like, yeah. But I don't know, they'd have to not be a psychopath or a sociopath.
So you're just wanting a guy who loves you.
Yeah.
Make love to your...
Yeah, and I'm exploiting him.
But
I also wouldn't want to exploit a dude. They're just like, hey, it would just like bring me a lot of pleasure if I could give you 10k to smash your booty hole.
That apparently also happened, I think in Mardi Gras that happens a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like a lot of guys are kind of like, I'll come up to my hotel room, I'll pay you 10k.
I got offered to get with a chick one time.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It was just kind of like...
She offered you 20k and you're
No,
like,
it wasn't cash.
If you were a guy, I would be all over it.
It was just like, oh, men must have this. I mean, excuse me. Women must have this all the time from guys, like trying to sell them and stuff. But this was like a simp woman. Not that she was a simp, but like what the equivalent, if it was a man, the way it was like, simping out, kind of.
Yeah, so lay this out. I'm keen to hear about this.
Was kind of just selling me on what she had. I have this and this and this.
What'd she say exactly?
Was trying to get me to go to her place.
Yeah.
With these things. I have these things.
What things?
Just like, I don't know.
Go on.
Just cool stuff. Just like a cool house. I've got like as much alcohol. I've got weed. Like anything you want, kind of thing.
How old was she?
Oh, my age.
What?
Yeah.
Attractive?
No.
Really?
And I was drunk. I was really drunk. And I wasn't just like, no.
So she looked at me in her eye. She looked at me in her one good eye.
How's this? I'm not saying. I'm not gonna say like I got like.
Well, so you took it. You took it.
No, I didn't. But
yeah,
I was not. Well, I was pretty drunk. I was like, I don't want to get with this person. These offers sound sick, though. Which is so yuck. Now that I'm thinking about that,
it's hot.
I'm not into that.
Really?
Nah.
What? But you'd be into it with a man.
Well,
and you'd almost enjoy it.
Well,
with a woman, it's a bit.
No, well, I mean, I wouldn't want to get with either. I wouldn't want to get with an unattractive woman. I'd probably want to get with an unattractive woman more than I would want to any man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But then in this situation, I wasn't like, oh yeah, that sounds really good because of what you're offering me physically. You know what I mean? It's like the things outside of that.
Outside of
that you can give me, and then I can have those things.
I need to see this girl. Or who does she look like?
No, I couldn't even show you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember?
I don't know. No, I don't know them like that. I met them out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You no connection to them at all. Okay, what do they look like? Let's just do a breakdown of like comparison. Was it Lena Dunham? I know one of the funniest bits is like
Lena Dunham.
Yeah, Lena Dunham.
I don't know what Lena Dunham's looks like.
You have to have sex with one. Like it's Leonardo DiCaprio, like young Leonardo DiCaprio, or Lena Dunham's. And I think most straight men would have sex with a man before Lena Dunham's.
I don't know what she looks like. I'm looking it up now.
Lena Dunham's.
Yeah, but like, if you... No, but like, having sex with a woman is like having sex with a woman. So it wouldn't matter.
What?
No, people are blowing this out of proportion.
Really?
She's not good looking, but she's not disgusting.
You have to look at the right photo. I think there's probably something in Instagram that could change your mind.
She's fine. It's blown out of the water.
Really?
Out of proportion, sorry, not out of the water.
Interesting. Because I know a lot of guys are kind of like, oh yeah, if Lena Dunham's went up to you, you kind of understand how the women felt. Or how the average woman feels. Do you know what I mean? If Lena Dunham starts flirting with you.
This is only in hindsight that I'm remembering all this now, and I'm like,
it was Lena Dunham that asked you to she was doing girls. You're like, wait a second.
It was actually God.
No, I can walk alone. I mean, what?
Nah, she's fine.
You like Lena Dunham's?
No, I don't like her.
I might need to take a Washington. You can keep describing to the people what she looks like. We're not doing this.
Oh, actually, I'll just pause it for a sec. I'm gonna take a Waz.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, we are live.
Yo, dude.
We're back.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on. Ooh,
well, just, I mean, not attractive. Just not someone that I would go for. This chick. That break was my total, like, opportunity to get out of this. And I was like, don't do it. And then as soon as you sat down, I was just exactly...
It's like, yeah, she wasn't attractive or anything like that. But, I mean, she wasn't unattractive or anything like that. It's just when she told me she was Jewish. And that's just the only thing. I just don't know if I can do it.
God damn, we had a break. We had a minute to write jokes, and this is what we came back with.
No, I was working on that one upstairs.
No, but the point that I'm making is I've never been sold on a chick for anything besides them. And this is the only time where I've like been like, well, that kind of sounds cool. And
that's every single guy, yeah.
Well, no, I don't do that with chicks. Because I've never been like better off than a chick that I've dated or whatever. It's always been very similar. The only thing that I can offer them is that they like what I've got going on, I guess.
I'm a tiger in the bedroom. That's the only thing I'm really offering.
I'm a tigress in the bedroom.
I'm tiger in the bedroom. I'm with underage women.
Tiger was?
I think so. Kylie Jenner?
Tiger and Kylie Jenner. Is that, I thought you meant
Yeah.
Tiger Woods. Oh my god.
The tiger in the bedroom.
He plays golf.
Birdie. Imagine if he strokes like that. He's like, yes.
Hole in one.
Hole in one. He's looking like a par 5 today.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure. Well, no, that's the case most of the time with love, like relationships where they love each other. There's no physical. I mean, there's no in-kind exchange.
There usually is. Usually it's like... I feel with a lot of guys, sometimes it's just like mental stability, being kind.
But they're the things that the guy can offer. They're not like in kind.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean like monetary or in kind.
I guess you have like a decent place to live at. You're able to provide them with food.
Yeah.
You're able to give your time. Do you know what I mean? You've got free time. That's stuff that's like outside of you that you kind of have an offer, I guess.
Okay, yeah, and I guess then the things you own could be attributed to who you are as well.
Yeah.
Like...
You're a musician. I guess if you weren't a musician, it could be like a different thing. Like into comedy. Oh, I guess that's still kind of part of you. Mainly it's like being able to... having a job. Having some sort of stability.
Well, I mean, it's like, I don't feel like I've ever been with a chick who is like... I don't think that they've ever been like, oh yeah, I really don't like this person. Physically, I'm not attracted to them. I don't like what they're about, but they're offering me something.
Interesting.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
In terms of that.
And that's probably lucky, because I think most of the time, like the average relationship is usually under the guidelines of like the guy giving this woman security, being able to like pay for dinners, being able to like, I guess give them gifts every now and then, flowers.
I'm like, I know people take the piss on like feminism and shit. They're like if we're all about equality, how about you pay for dinner every once in a while?
Yeah.
I'm so about that. I'm 50-50. Like, I may as well just be, I'm a person with a person.
Interesting.
And I don't know why that is. I value myself that much. I don't want to pamper, like, anyone that I'm around. You know what I mean? Like, if
That's
I have...
probably a new age mentality, though. I think I'm a little bit more traditional.
Yeah.
Where I would kind of, like, always want to pay for the meals and stuff like that and do a lot of the payment.
Maybe I'll change my mind later on this, but for the moment, like, that's my answer. Like, I do just want it to be even. That's ideal for me.
I do like that. I think that's the way, like, the world's heading, which is good. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Whoa, hey, you just killed a fly.
I just flicked that fly
Oh,
out.
come on, man. Oh, no, he's still alive.
Yeah.
That's kind of your jive. That's lucky. Would you be more attracted to a woman if she had like $10 million?
I'd be more attracted to a woman if she had a penis.
Speaking of that, yeah, Tiger again. Tiger was caught with like a trans woman.
Would I be more attracted to a woman if she had $10 million? No, I've never been attracted to a woman for what they had.
You've never been attracted to money?
No.
Really?
No. I don't think there's ever been a time in my life where I've been like, I want to hang out with that person because they're rich.
Ooh.
Or maybe I just don't have any rich friends. Maybe once I dip my toe in that world...
Yeah, you're like, wait a second. Wait, what?
Wait a second. I'm just letting everyone smash me in the butt for 10k.
You go to Dubai.
See me again, I'm just really gaunt. My price has dropped to $10.
Imagine, yeah, if you go to Dubai, it could change your mind. That's the thing. When you see, have you seen like extreme amounts of wealth?
No.
No,
but I'm like grassroots and very happy with.
Yeah.
I feel like I've already seen the biggest amount of happiness you can have in life.
Yeah.
Which has come from an internal spot.
I like that.
So that I don't like. Money is not that.
Money doesn't bring happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and again, I'm not like a vacation person or whatever, so maybe that's... But am I just being silly in saying this? Like...
It may actually be you. I think you probably have more of like a hippie mentality. where it's kind of like I'm more of a hippie dude. You're like one with
most dudes with
yourself.
2 dads are. I don't know, man. I hope this isn't the first episode my dad chooses to listen to, and I'm just talking about the whole time about like getting smashed in the booty hole for 10k.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about my prize for getting the cheeks clapped.
What are we talking?
I was talking about the inch. My price would depend on the inches and the width.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about like 2 by 9? 2 by. What's your price for 2 by 9?
2, but 9 inch, 9 long.
9 wide. Yeah.
What would that be? Would this be 9? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Oh, that'd be longer than 9.
Would it?
Yeah.
This water bottle.
That's like too wide though. I reckon.
It couldn't even.
Oh, dude, I've got a ruler.
Oh, sick.
Just pull out my penis. It's like
So this is around 2 here. But man, that's crazy.
I just completely forgot we're doing the pod.
You just went out to go some food. Wake up in the morning.
Alright.
Oh, here we go. He's got a ruler.
So that's 9.
Okay, that's 9 inches. That's around
Does that
my
help?
ankle size. Does that help? He's putting it near his junk here. Let's have a quick look at this.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is. Oh man, what are we? Around 1.5 inches. Oh, actually no. Here we go. Oh whoa, that's thick. That's like 2.5 inches. 2 times 2.5 times 4. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 inches. That's 10 inches wide. That's a thick boy.
Wait, 10 inches wide?
Yeah.
That is?
Yeah.
Oh, in diameter?
Yeah.
Oh. But you don't need,
going all the way around.
So you don't need that. You only need like circumference. You only need to measure from one side to the other, right?
This book spot doesn't really matter. Like, life, what is that? Circumference? Yeah, what? Because each corner, it's like a square thing.
But you're thinking, I'm thinking about it wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm just looking at it like a penis.
So am I.
But I shouldn't be looking at it just like a penis.
Yeah.
I should be looking at it like a penis inside my butthole. Like that deep in your butthole?
That's 9 inches, gosh. That's way too deep.
But then 4's not enough. I feel like I'd have to give him a discount.
Let me have a look in terms of depth. Because, 9 inches, like, width, circumference, or whatever you want to say, is way too much. Because I always had my finger. And my finger is around 4 inches. 4 inches. Okay, 4 inches. Interesting. So I've got a 4-inch long finger.
And
that's probably my limit. Anything else in that is starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. I think we could definitely find... And how... I'm going to check my fingers width. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do that at all.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
Maybe put out 2 fingers.
Yeah.
So we go...
Just making this stuff up.
2 fingers is like 1.5 inch.
1.5 inches. So 4 by 1.5.
That's
a solid. That's a nice piece.
I was just about to be like, that's a small penis.
That's huge. It's a day changer.
Oh, well, it's a day changer if it went up your butt.
Yeah. I mean, like anything more than 4 and 1.5 inches would be like, I'm starting to notice this. This is going to be a problem.
1.5 is pretty uncomfortable.
What? 1.5 inches, you'd find that uncomfortable.
It's all uncomfortable, yeah. But I'm looking at it going like 1.5 is probably like the typical. I'm not trying to. I'm literally not trying to shame anyone right now. Okay, let me just say that or whatever. But like 1.5 is probably like very average.
Average penis length.
Width.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 inches. That's like. Yeah, that's
right.
That's a hog. 4 inches is going to disrupt me.
4 inches long.
Yeah.
And then 1.5 width.
1.5 width.
4 inches long, I think you're fine.
I wouldn't want any longer than that.
Fingers also have nails, and they've got bones. Penises don't have bones.
No, I'm imagining this is just like a wooden device.
No, we're talking about a penis.
Actually, it would be kind of like, yeah.
And it'd be better than a finger. It'd be better than a wooden device. Because it's malleable.
Oh, interesting.
It,
You seem to know a lot about this, huh?
I've done some research.
I've done some research.
Sorry, I'm just really excited.
Yeah, no, I'm getting getting a little hot and steamy up in here. Yeah, 4 inches. But in terms of like the idea, you're getting 10 grand for, let's say, what would something nice and uncomfortable be?
A carrot.
A carrot, what's that? 8 inches?
Depends how long the carrot is.
Depends how long the carrot is. How about we keep it nice and that's 6 inches?
Yeah.
And let's say, see, that would be uncomfortable. That would be, wow, that's like, there's someone inside you.
How's just being a woman and, not just being a woman, but being like a straight woman that wants sex with a man, right?
Yeah.
And like, just like that's what you want is a penis inside you.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
But you could just say a gay man.
Yeah, I could say that.
So.
Well, no, it's not because it's like
That's what they want. That's what you'd want.
no, you want to come. Like a gay man would want to come.
So do women.
Women are from stimulation like inside the vagina and on like the hood of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like a man would not have to put their penis in a butt to come or have a penis in their butt to come.
Yeah. Oh, okay, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Whereas a woman, neither would a woman, a bit like a straight. Yeah, okay. You can be a gay man and you don't want anything up your butt.
I think that's a thing. I've heard. I think there are a lot of gay men out there that just like.
I'm not that gay. Do you think
maybe there's like a level of shaming within the gay community of guys that just want brain?
Do you think there is? I reckon there definitely is. Yeah, because there's even dudes who are like, it's not gay to get head.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, you're getting your dick sucked by a dude. That's
and I think I've heard there's gay guys that just want brain. That's all. They're like men and everything, but they just don't want any, like, birds in their cheeks. How does it time wise?
52.
Oh.
It's really flown, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
Time flies when you're
measuring Johnson's.
Alright, ready?
Okay.
And we're talking like the width of the ruler, for instance. So there we go, 1 inch. How does that make you feel? Money-wise.
Oh, inside you?
Yeah.
1 inch inside me. I could do that, like, alright. I could probably go 1,000.
For that?
Yeah. Or less. You wouldn't even feel it.
Yeah.
2, it's like, oh, okay. It's a bit of a challenge.
I feel really bad as well for kind of doing this. Like, I feel like I'm kind of shaming people. At the same time.
That's what I'm here to do. 2 inches. It's like, that's almost like a street vendor. People would be watching, be like, you want 2 inches inside of you. It's like, okay. There's some funny guy does it on like a stag party and all his friends are like, oh, dude, what? And he gets like $100. I could still probably do that for, again, yeah, like 1,000.
But barebacking? Oh, so there's no differential between 1 and 2.
Yeah, not
if I can go 1 inch, I can go 2 inches. Yeah.
But then it's like penetration for like 5 minutes or something like that. That's where it becomes quite different. That's when, if you're talking about penetration for over a minute, that's when I'd probably go back to the 1.
Imagine how mad you'd be if that was the case and you were like doing it and then they full went like tantric on you and were like just really controlling their orgasm and stuff.
Hey man, come on, man.
Bust it up. I'd be pushing back on that, bro. I'll be pushing back hard. I would then just bust. Oh, but then they might not pull out if you push back too hard.
They're not pulling out.
They're pulling out.
No, they're not pulling out. We admitted they're not going to pull out.
No, that's always been my.
No, that's never been. We changed that.
No, we never did.
You were talking about how you're going to douche it out and everything. That we're going to get like a Mario Balotelli in the toilet the next day.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We did say that.
We did all say that.
Alright. So that's 2.
Okay, 2 inches. And that's where it's going to be a problem. 2 inches for 5 minutes is going to be a problem.
So more than 1K.
Yeah, that's going to be like... We're talking around 10K probably. 2 inches.
That's not going to be that big of a problem.
For 5 minutes. 1 inch you probably wouldn't feel. 2 inches is like, okay, what's going on here?
Oh.
And then we're... Guys, Dave, man. Come on.
And then 3
now
inches.
we're at 3 inches here. And that's where it's like, okay, this is going... I'm going to remember this probably for the rest of the week.
How does your butt even work, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, does it...
I don't. I guess it opens up. Because I guess you log out. If you log out, you've done some logs that are probably like... Man, that's uncomfortable. It's nice going out, but going in would be...
Yeah, I've heard that. They say, like, they had, like, that argument of, like, having, like, getting a dick up your butt would be like you've done a poop and it's relieving, right?
Yeah.
It's not that gay, and it's like, no, it's like doing a poop and then going back up your butt and then out your butt and then back up your butt and then out your butt for 5 minutes.
And then a beard up against your neck. And...
oh, yeah. Would it make a difference if they had a beard? Would it make a difference if they were, like, bigger than you? And would it make a difference if they slapped your booty? Too many variables, actually. That's a lot to chance.
Yeah.
All you know is the size of the hog and the fact that they are not pulling out.
Yeah. And it's probably, let's say, it's an attractive guy. Kind of looks like... Justin Bieber's a nice one. Not too manly, not too feminine. That's kind of the type of guy.
Yeah.
Just an average guy, kind of beetle cut.
Yeah.
Average height.
Yeah.
Comes in and he's like, I'm going to make love to you. Do you know what I mean? And we're at 3 inches now. How are you feeling about 3 inches of 5? And at 5 minutes. 5 minutes of penetration and then bust inside.
What price are you putting on 3?
3, I'm probably going to go for busting inside. Probably 50k.
What? You said 1K for 2 inches?
Yeah, it's gone up. 3 inches.
Alright, ready? What about this?
Yeah.
2.5 would be...
It's probably like 45k.
But then we go like 2 1/4.
You're talking about... Okay, let me have a look at that. That's probably like 39k.
And then back to 2.
We're back at 2. Where did I have for 2 again?
1K.
Oh, 1K. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this straight. It's going to be a minute. 1, I've probably got a K. 2, I've got... Oh, actually, no. 10... Oh, what am I doing here?
1, you've got 1K.
1, I've got 1K.
2, you've got...
2, I want 10K.
What? That's ridiculous. I almost wish I had a micro penis. Just for this occasion.
2, I want 10k. Let's see 3 again. 3 is like 35.
That came out really weird.
Yeah,
and 3?
3 we're looking. Yeah, because that looks big.
Dude, I wish Big
that's
was
invasive.
I wish Big was here.
I know,
that's... Oh my god.
He's missing out on some gold right now.
Man.
Let's just do it like it's a Vegas show. We just keep on doing the same bit. We don't do it in front of an audience. What about 1.5K? Whoa!
We need like props, like an actual dildo that like pokes out of a curtain or something.
I've got like sunglasses with the eyeballs popping out, and I'm like,
I'm dressed like Celine Dion. Alright, 4.
Okay, let's see. 4 inches, and that's... Yeah, you're gonna remember that for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. That's where it's like 100k.
You are crazy.
And then 5. See, that's going to really hurt. That's probably where you're going to actually need something afterwards. Yeah, 6. That's like... Yeah, that's going to be painful. That's really... You're probably not going to go to the bathroom properly for like a while. Let's keep going.
You know what's so funny? Like,
yeah.
if there were people even like 15 years ago talking about this,
yeah,
and you like brought it up, like the minute you said it, they'd be like, "Get that out of here! We've been talking about it for an hour."
Okay, let's keep going up.
6.
So 6. I'm looking around. Like we're literally talking about maybe $1 million. And that's 7 inches. We're probably looking around 1.5. Yeah, it's probably going up to like
That's at 8. We're looking at 8.
Yeah, we're looking at 8 inches right there. That's probably
and that's like brutal.
That would mess you up big time. No, I'm talking about like 10 million. 8 inches. I couldn't do that. What are you looking at?
You know what else I'm thinking? Like, being like a taller person or a smaller person.
Yeah.
Then you would have like a different. Because what's actually connected to your booty hole? It's your colon, right? Your long intestine or your short intestine?
I don't know.
Well, either way, like, I feel like a smaller person is going to have a smaller colon.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
more damage is just going to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're looking. We're looking at 9 inches right now, and that's where it's like you're going to remember that for the rest of your life. Okay, you got to take 10 inches for 5 minutes. You're talking about $100 million. What do you got money wise?
If you're measuring from the shaft of, like the base, the pubic mound. If you're measuring from there to the end of your penis,
that's like
no one can have a bigger penis than 10 inches. Yeah. Do you think that's ridiculously?
That's ridiculous.
From like the pubic mound.
Yeah.
If you're being like, if you were like being a bit flagrant with that.
Oh, you're right. I don't think there's anything bigger than 10 inches from the mound out. Because I guess you got like that guy Jonah or something, the guy with the world's biggest bird.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's look it up. I think he had like 12 inches.
Jonah, world's biggest.
Yeah. Let's look at that. So I'm looking at 10 inches right here. Getting donged out. 10 inches could probably happen.
Doctor says the man with the world's biggest penis is lying.
Yeah. So this is lying.
Yeah, this guy says 19 inches long.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's silly.
Where's 19 inches on there?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Paul? What's up, Matt? What's up, Matt?
That's so inconvenient.
It's like the Boondocks episode where the prison shower rape.
I thought Boondocks was a kid's show. It's literally...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a hilarious scene where the guy's about to get raped in a prison, and it's just like this huge jacked guy, and it just pans down and just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah,
I think it hits like his ankles or something like that.
All
so
right.
if I'm walking around with 19 inches, if I'm walking around with 12, which I think the world's biggest is.
The longest tail on a horse is 12 foot and 6 inches.
What's that mean? Tail on a horse or dude? Is that like slang?
Oh, here we go. Jonah. Oh, wait.
Jonah something, isn't it?
Jonah Falcon.
Jonah Falcon. Yeah, that's him. That's the dude.
How'd you know it was Jonah Hill?
He's like, he also is a prolific actor and writer. What did our boy Jonah have?
34 centimetre. 13.5 inch.
34 centimetre. Yeah, 13.5. I can imagine that existing.
It said he's a porn actor, and it said
Jonah.
it's handicapped my acting because people won't hire me. It sucks because it's reduced me to doing smaller parts. I thought doing smaller parts was the problem. The people.
I don't think Jonah's in any porns. Let's look it up. Start looking at like dong size. I think you don't see bigger than like 10 on like any videos. I think the guys that are like above 10 are like mythical.
I'm trying to think of the biggest.
Yeah, biggest dong you've seen.
Because there are some porn videos and it's like, that's a massive dong.
Yeah, but it turns out it's like only really 10 inches. That's it.
Alright, I found the picture for the episode.
Let's see.
How's this guy's just straight up lying?
He's like, yeah, it's me. What?
Because there's no pictures of it.
And that's the thing. Everyone that's above 10 inches is all like this mythical thing. They never show like bare bird. It's always through pants.
It doesn't exist.
I think 10's probably the cap.
Do you think 10 is cap?
I think 10's like the actual cap of like length. for like a functioning person. I think above 10 inches it becomes like a disability. Where it's like, oh yeah, no, I've got 13 inches and it doesn't work and I can't urinate properly and stuff like that.
Oh, it'd be pretty ridiculous. Man, this has been a good one. I'm kind of thinking we could run long, but I also think maybe we should cap it.
We should cap it. Anything else you want to touch on? What are we at time-wise?
We're going to talk about stand-up.
Oh yeah!
But that doesn't have to be on pod. But it can be, if you want to talk about it now.
Yeah, well, a baby boy went and did a little stand-up set for the first time.
Yeah, did my first stand-up set. This is going to be, this is so funny for anyone that's listening that, only thinks we're good because they're like, wow, these comedians are doing this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kind of think that's what is so nerve-wracking about it is I feel like the podcast, I listen back and I'm like, that's genius. It's so funny. So funny. Excuse me. And then the skits.
Yeah.
Recording skits and stuff. And I'm like, that's genius. It's so funny. But then, because they're almost skill-less. Stand-up is...
It's like an art form that's kind of existed forever.
So that's the thing. I've been on stage so many times in my life doing music. So many times, even with random stuff of hosted events and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I've sung without my guitar. Yeah. I've done so much stuff where I'm not phased. I'm just enjoying myself.
Again, I saw the video that you sent me, and you seemed like a natural, like an absolute regular when it came to being comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was really funny because I'm really good on the stage and I'm really funny in these mediums.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem. And then get out there and it was the most nervous I've ever been on a stage.
Really?
Yeah, it was just an insane feeling. And in hindsight, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But the most nerves you've ever had getting up on the stage?
Yeah. It wasn't, I mean, I felt like I should have been more comfortable and maybe that's why it was like that. And also it's such a rush when you're sitting there. My favourite thing to do, and one of my biggest assets creatively is ripping the Band-Aid off and not being afraid of opinions.
Yeah.
I guess it could be seen as arrogant or something sometimes, but it's not that. I just have faith in my ability to create something good. So I'll just do it. I'll just put my hand up first and go, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'm really comfortable in that. And then what they did is everyone put their name in a hat and then went into two halves. So there was 12 comics or 10 that did 5-minute sets in the first half, and then there was a second half. And I didn't get called. I wasn't up until halfway through the second half.
Is the lineup listed?
No.
Oh, so you don't even know when you're going to go up?
Yeah.
You could be straight away.
Yeah. I would prefer to be straight away.
Everyone would. It's kind of like doing a speech in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How'd you find speeches?
I loved them.
Really?
I love that shit, yeah. And I'm do you remember we did that gig? The hip hop gig?
Yeah, I think so. The first one. Yeah,
and you DJ'd during mine set and then big set.
Yeah.
That performance that I laid out, I was like, this is amazing. It's as good as it could be. I'm going to entertain everyone here. And I just had so much confidence in it and it was all sweet.
Yeah.
And it went down so good too.
Oh, yes.
You
literally, it's run by friends. Which is a big difference as well. When it's literally run and everyone you know is kind of your friend. It's almost like it being at a party and being okay, singing Wonderwall.
Yeah. I mean, there is that, but also just the confidence in myself. I knew my set was good.
Yeah.
And had rehearsed it a couple times. And knew what the other boys were doing as well. And through contrast,
they're doing way better.
They're doing their thing, and I'm doing mine. And it's not it's not 1 meter where it's 1 to 10 of how good you are.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
You couldn't compare one act to the other because it's their own sound and their own everything.
And looking at their thing, I felt really confident in mine because I was I don't want to do that thing. I want to do mine.
Yeah.
And I'm doing mine really, really well.
Yeah.
I don't have that voice when it comes to comedy. So I'm there and I'm waiting to get up and everything like that.
Yeah.
And
are you able to concentrate on everyone else when you're waiting, sitting there back?
I was trying to learn from them as I was watching them and stuff. And then I had... So that day I was like, I'm going to go bomb.
Yeah.
And then... that was my plan. That's all I promised myself, was I'm going to go bomb.
Yeah.
And then just walked around my room for half an hour, went through my notes, put together some jokes.
Yeah.
And then practiced saying them all. So I had like some muscle memory in saying it.
Yeah.
And then went there.
Mm.
And then during the thing, I didn't like look at my phone or whatever. I didn't want to like take away from watching these people.
Yeah.
And it's a small room, you could see everyone and everything. So I didn't want to like be doing that while I was there.
You didn't want to psych yourself out and be like,
Yeah, I just wanted to be chill and whatever. And just before I got up, the host called my name out. Just before he called my name out, he was like making a joke about being on acid.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. So he just said that.
Mm.
And I got up straight from then and like grabbed the mic and just didn't even go into my material.
Oh.
So I just started talking about it's so funny you were talking about that's your experience on acid. I actually did acid for the first time recently.
Yeah.
And what is like a bunch of like white uni student kind of people do.
Yeah.
Watch Pink Floyd.
You'd never written this stuff down. Yeah.
No, so I just said it. I thought that would make me more comfortable.
Mm.
Just talking and being naturally funny like I would be in any situation.
Yeah.
Or what I think is funny, you know what I mean? Like, just bringing what I can to the table. And I said what I... And it went down alright. People like, you know what I mean? Like, they laughed. And I was like, we watched Pink Floyd.
I love watching Pink Floyd movies.
There was like this cartoon character who was like, looked like he was walking backwards and forwards at the same time. And I've never trusted a cartoon character less in my life. And that was like, I got like a little pop from that. Which was like cool, but then from there it was like, I don't even know if I don't think I said in the video or anything like that.
So that first scene's completely off the top of the dome.
Yeah, and then I lost my flow. I didn't know how to get back into it, and then I told...
Then you talked about being in a retirement home.
I had that written down.
Oh, that was written down.
Yeah.
So then you start going to your act.
Yeah.
Which naturally is the best thing to do. You could riff off what the guys just said, a little story, and then you kind of go into your act. So I think you're kind of already doing what a stand-up would do.
I feel great about it. It's just like a shock to the system, kind of.
Yeah.
How it plays out. So, yeah, went and was saying, that bit about like being in the nursing home. Do you know what I said after that? I said I'm primarily a musician. Dude, I didn't get any of my jokes out.
Oh,
that was the only bit, was the nursing home one.
Oh.
And then went into like, there was just so much setup. I just had so much setup and everything.
Yeah.
And like every comic that I've seen advises that you have to find the shortest way to get to the punchline.
Yes.
Either that or make a point. And I wasn't making any point. There was no message or anything like that. And I was taking the longest way to get to a pretty dismal punchline. And then, which is, all this is fine. By the way. It's like,
you're literally, it's your first time doing it.
And then, the next thing that I spoke about was, what? Oh, I went into the heroin skit.
Yes. Yeah. It was like a joke from that. Yeah.
I just said I'm a musician as well and blah blah blah. So if anyone, my favourite artists are like Kurt Cobain, Ozzy Osbourne and Anthony Kiedis from the Chili Peppers. So if anyone has any heroin, hit me up.
Yeah, I love that. That was a good way to send it off. And I think that was your closer, wasn't it?
Not even on purpose or anything. I just dropped the ball, kind of.
Yeah. This
is really good because I'm like, alright, next time... I know that I'm good with a set and a performance. I just have to have something and be able to go in there. And the ones that were really funny were the ones that were like, knew that they were testing the waters and weren't hoping for those pops.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And being like just, they could just ride that wave and be comfortable in it.
Be comfortable in the silence, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like one of the most cringy things. Like even on Kill Tony, you watch people go and like lay down a joke that doesn't work, but because you can see in their face timing and everything that is their joke, then it like messes up. It doesn't get.
And it is open mic. How with the comics that bombed on a joke, how did they deal with it? Like, what's a professional way to deal with that, or that you noticed?
They would do even what we do on the pod. You know, you say something like,
oh
no,
okay,
exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
I even kind of did that. I was like, I said that, and I was like, yeah, that was probably my best one.
I
was just like to catch myself and just be like, alright, moving forward. But I think what was really nerve-wracking about it for me was that, and this is why I made that post on Instagram.
IGs, yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, at Earhart_Flyboy. Made that post and was like, the first part is like accepting that you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. And for me, I hadn't accepted that I'm not good at stand-up. No matter how, I've told myself so many times I'm going to bomb. I was literally saying that as I was getting
But a part of you was ready for like an uproar of laughter and being like, do you want to, I know you don't have much material, but can you do a Netflix special? Like,
yeah, just being like, well, that guy's talented.
Yeah.
There wasn't even that. Oh, I mean, there was kind of. Like, afterwards.
I thought it was one of the best that I've watched.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, like straight up.
Afterwards. And again, it's like that Kill Tony thing. They're not there to catch you. You know? Like, they're there to be there. But they're all doing their own thing. And, like, there was 20 comics in the room.
Yeah.
So...
Well, one big thing I did want to ask, because, like, thinking about doing one myself, was there anyone on their phone doing jokes off a phone? Because that's one thing I know for a fact. If I got up on stage, I'd forget everything.
I have my phone.
Yeah.
With my notes written on there.
Yeah.
And I got up there and I put it in my pocket and then didn't even have the physical capability.
Oh, to get it out.
To slow my body down and pull it out.
Really? Yeah, just so on edge, being like...
Yes. Plus I am like manic too.
Yeah.
And I was having a very manic day that day. Which is fantastic for like production and everything like that, but not conducive to clear thinking.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, did any other comics like literally read off their phone?
No.
No one did.
Not off their phone. Not that I can remember.
Or they glancing.
Everyone had it written on their arm, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like everyone. Except maybe the host. Yeah, and then there were people that were... I don't think I was the worst.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't be. It's an open mic.
Yeah, but I was the only one that was their first time.
Oh, really?
And not even just the first time.
It's like I've been doing this for 20 years. Anyway.
Dude, I made that joke as well. I was like, this is my first time. Not even. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm just trash.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It's funny. I just have to write good material. And I'm learning how to write material and everything. I'm going to go back this week again.
Where? When?
Same one, Thursday night.
I'm going to come along.
Sick. They do it every Thursday.
See, I'm literally going to come along. I'm going to read off my phone.
Are you going to go up?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
y'all
man.
in the first. Sausage boys.
Dude, let's do it.
100%. Literally. I'm going to run through some material.
Are you hungry? You want to go feed?
Yeah, we'll go grab food.
Alright.
Anyway, y'all. Woo!